everyone. Thanks for joining me. I put this question out about if DevOps is jelly and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, what is DevOps? And we're going to talk about that today. But I thought I'd start with this cute picture of this girl with peanut butter all over her face and let you all know that I'm not insane. This is actually a really interesting talk as we go through this and answer this question, right? And this question was kind of really interesting. I asked a lot of people this question, and I got a lot of different answers. And it's simply if DevOps is jelly in a PB&J sandwich, what is value stream management? And I got a whole bunch of perplexed looks and people trying to figure that question out. I got all of these different answers. It's the peanut butter, or it's the toast, or the bread, or it's the knife. And I got all these interesting answers, but yet I wasn't quite satisfied with those. And I was trying to formulate my own thoughts as somebody asked me this question and try to bring that together to understand what is it? What is value stream too as we go through this? So I did a little research, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and I came across this video. that kind of goes through making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So you see he's got the plate, he's set up his area, he's put the jelly down, now he's putting peanut butter on, he's going to pour himself a glass of milk and put all of this together for his peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and there it's gone. So what was interesting about that is I still had more questions after I was done. There were still more questions like, okay, that was very straightforward, but it didn't answer my question of what is DevOps in the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I have more questions. So we have to really define what value stream management is. So what is value stream management? It's pretty popular today. It's out there a lot. It's a big buzzword, I think. And simply put, value stream management is using lean principles to find waste in software delivery, to look at the end-to-end process and remove waste and increase flow. And that's kind of what this is saying. If you look at this screen, it's actually a value stream map of software delivery. And it shows feature requirements coming in, moving through planning, design, into development, test, and deploy into customer. That's a very rudimentary value stream, but that's part of value stream management, is the ability to use these principles to do things like value stream mapping. But even that left me with a question. If this is value stream management, what does a value stream manager do? Well, a value stream manager uses a couple of principles. What they do is they map the value stream. They learn to see the value stream or see the flow of work. They figure out how to improve flow. They map the future state and they map the present state or the predicted state or where they want to go to. A value stream manager spends a lot of their time just trying to understand how work gets done in software delivery. And they try to improve that using some key principles, these lean principles. So we've heard that a little bit. What are lean principles? So lean principles, and I think about two of them when I think about lean principles, and that's lean thinking and systems thinking. Now, I've used both of these, and I've talked about both of these through the years as well, to help improve companies in software delivery and help them implement value stream management practices. But it's not really covered that well what those are. So let's talk about these quickly as we go toward answering this question of what is value stream management in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So what is lean? So lean was invented in the 50s from Toyota and other places to do manufacturing better. So it's based on a bunch of principles. Those principles are identify value, map the value stream, create flow. We've talked a little bit about flow here as well. Seek perfection and establish a pull type environment. And there's other parts of lean as well. This is what they call the house of lean, this picture here. And it covers a lot of different things, which I invite you to look at and to understand. And I could spend a whole webinar just talking about those things, right? But one of the other bigger points of lean is understanding this concept of waste. Waste is throughout all different parts of the organization. And if you could put a term around it, and that's what lean gives us with lean waste, a way to describe waste, whether that's over-processing waste, meaning that you're spending too much time trying to figure out how to build and define the right user story or requirement. Talent waste. I've got the wrong person in that role. There's probably somewhere else where they would be more effective. We'll all be effective. And of course, there's also transportation and movement waste. If I'm using multiple software systems and I need to move things from one system to another, I'm copying tickets and doing all that, that's movement waste. And waste lets you really use terms that let you uncover a lot of areas for improvement, and it gives you a way to communicate it as well. So the next thing we do is actually map the value stream. So value stream managers map the value stream. This is a fun one, right? This is how a value stream map would look if I were making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So as we think back, look at our video, you'll see how actually these steps they went through in making that sandwich. And I'm still trying to uncover that question. So how does this work? Well, my head tells me, because I'm the customer, that I'm hungry and I'd like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So that's over here in forecasting and production control. And then as I move forward, I got to make sure that I have the right supply. So I go to the pantry and get all the things I need to build that sandwich. Hopefully I have enough bread, of course, or enough peanut butter and jelly. So then I lay that out, just like in that video, right? He put the sandwich, he put it on the plate, he created his work environment, and I went through the different stages. He applied the peanut butter, applied the jelly, put the sandwich together, created the package, poured his milk, and then enjoyed it. Very similar steps here. And I know people who master themselves on being the most efficient people to make a great peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And it applies to making them at bulk as well. So this is a sample of a value stream map with the construct of doing it around a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Now, at the same time, these value stream managers, they depend on certain metrics. And these are the lean metrics that are out there today. And there's all kinds of lean metrics, but these are the basic ones. And that is cycle time. That is, query time, lead time. All these metrics allow me to understand flow. How are things moving through the value stream? And you can apply this to the sandwich metaphor as well. And value stream managers use these metrics to find places to improve the value stream, to increase velocity. Quickly talk about systems thinking, because I believe you got to bring those together in order to be really effective, in order to look at the feedback loops in the organization as well. So systems thinking, there's some 6 fundamental concepts. That first concept is this theory is everything is interconnected. And if you think through that, software delivery and making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, oh, by the way, I'm starting to get hungry talking about these, and I'm definitely going to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich after this presentation. Everything's interconnected, right? So in software delivery, everything's interconnected. It moves through the value stream. There's feedback loops throughout, and you can map that system and look at it through these principles. And I've done speaking slots in the past on feedback loops and how important they are in software delivery. And there are feedback loops in making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So let me give you a high-level example of a system. So this is a system here. This is a toaster. So I wanted toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I put the toast in. I put the bread in the toaster, and then I pull down the lever, and in a few minutes, out comes toast. That's a closed loop system. But there's more to it than that. There's a lot more information in that system, and there's feedback loops throughout the whole thing of a toaster. There's the heating elements, and these are system elements. There's the spring, the heating bracket. All of these things work together and communicate through different types of feedback mechanisms so you get the optimal toast out of your toaster. And if you start to learn to look at things in systems, in software delivery, you'll start to see these feedback loops. You'll start to understand how things are flowing through an organization, and then you can start to improve it. So the question I would have if I were you right now is, why is this relevant? Why is value stream management so important today? Why are we talking about value stream management so much? Well, in the middle of this digital transformation, we have a new reality that's come through to the world. That new reality is forcing digital change. You can't serve your customers as well 6 feet apart. So what we're doing is creating systems, and your customers, your employees, everybody is demanding more and more self-serve capability, where I can go onto an electronic computer, phone, whatever that is, and get the things I need, and it's going across your whole organization. That is driving the need to be more effective in software delivery. And every company today is also a software company. So that's what's driving it. It's really important. So how do I translate this? How does this make sense when I'm going to translate this into a peanut butter and jelly sandwich into a value stream for software delivery? Well, this is my peanut butter and jelly sandwich value stream. And this is an example of my software delivery value stream. You can see I have different flows that we put out here. At the top is my request value, where people put in an epic that moves through the process until it gets to the done state. That epic, of course, gets related to things that are going on in your development flow. This is 2D. This is actually 3D in the real world, right? There's different teams that these things are getting broken down. And you can actually see the flow of work getting broken down as you're working toward delivering higher quality software and faster. Now, at the end of this, after I've checked out the code and I've built it and went through my operational flow, I then have feedback loops, systems thinking coming in, where information is flowing back from operations into your request flow or where you need in your organization. This is just a sample. One of the things we do is we really work hard to define this type of value stream for your organization as well. And there's tools for this. There's tools as well. So here's a list of a whole bunch of different tools. ConnectALL itself is a value stream management tool, but there's all kinds of tools. There's tools for DevOps. Arguably, over the last 10 years, there's been a tooling explosion in this space. And these tools fit all kinds of needs. But I haven't talked about tools at all except for on this one particular slide. And it's kind of interesting. So does this answer my question? What is value stream in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Not really. And as I think about the tools and I think about what we just talked about, I don't even think jelly fits in this mode. Jelly couldn't even be DevOps. Could it? Not really. DevOps could be the knife. It could be the plate. It could be the area that got set up to ensure things move through, but it definitely is not the outcome. The outcome is working code in production or a nice tasting peanut butter and jelly sandwich that's toasted well. So it's not that. So when I come back to this question, I've got to think to myself, if DevOps is the jelly in a PB&J, what is value stream? Well, the conclusion I came to is this. It's human. Value stream management is the human piece. So it's the human that makes the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's the human that takes the lean principles and understands how to improve flow in their organization. It's the human that deploys the right tools to automate in their value stream. Value stream management in the peanut butter and jelly sandwich is the human that's making the sandwich. Thank you.